So I used to work at Tesco. I was working on the tills, so I was obviously handling a lot of cash. They were worried about me like dropping the coins. So they gave me this pot where I'd scoop the coins out the pot and then tip them in the customer's hand. But where I'd store the pot, I had it on the top of the till, right? And one day I'm doing a Saturday shift, and this geezer's like paid with like a cheque or something. And he just sticks a fiver in the top of the pot, as if it's like a donation till for me.
Shut up.
So genuinely, I started
say?
keeping this tub at the top of the thing. On a Saturday, I was clearing about like 45 quid in like charity donations. Hello and welcome to Call Yourself a Fan, the football quiz with the fans, for the fans, brought to you by Coral. This is a show for the football fan who said, I'm done with football at least 400 times, and yet here we all are. Let's meet the two sides. First up, our away team. Technically, their club has had enough ups and downs to qualify as a theme park. Please welcome the Bolton Wanderers fans, Nathan, Colin and Dan. And taking on our Bolton fans, it's the home team. First up is a Premier League legend. He's played for Bolton and Liverpool, won 52 caps for the Republic of Ireland and modelled suits for Armani at Wembley. It's the original Spice Boy, Jason McAteer.
Yes. Back is in the house.
Joining Jason, he's been in some of the biggest and best shows on British telly. Star of 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps, Death in Paradise and the amazing Royal Family. Please welcome the brilliant Ralph Little.
Yes, Ralphie boy. What a team, eh?
And skipper in the side is a man so committed to the nickname the Bulldog that if you leave a door ajar, he'll run straight through it head first, no questions asked. It's Jimmy Bullard. Right, time for the round where we drip feed clues like a club's social media account announcing a new signing. It's Box to Box.
Box to box.
Yes, this is Box to Box, a classic game of Who Am I, where teams will go head-to-head to see who can name the mystery player first in 70 seconds. We're going to start by giving the teams 3 clues, and then every 10 seconds, a new clue will be revealed. It's up to both teams to buzz in if they think they know who it is. But if you buzz in and guess incorrectly, you and your team will be frozen out for the next clue. Home team, let's hear your buzzer, please.
Disgusting!
And the Bolton fans, let's hear yours.
Take it away.
Let the Willy see the Wonka.
Yeah, brilliant.
Let's play Box to Box. Your 70 seconds starts now. Eight club trophies won. A striker. First English club, the Arsenal.
Disgusting!
Whoa. Straight in there.
Arsenal.
Jim, you've buzzed in.
Yes.
You have.
Yes.
Does that mean you've got an answer?
Yes, I know I've gone early there.
Yeah, don't mind. I respect it.
What's supposed to tell us before you?
Whoa, sorry. Have you gone rogue and just buzzed in?
Didn't discuss it.
I thought one of you two had said something to him.
No.
Do you want to just have a guess of someone who's a striker that played for Arsenal? Just throw a name
Won
out.
8 trophies.
I was going to say him right, but it weren't his first club.
So I say someone else said.
So I wasn't going to say him right. Yeah, Van Persie.
No, it wasn't Robin Van Persie. You're frozen out for the next clue. Let's start the clock again. 12 clubs.
Let the Willy see the
Bolton
Wonka.
fans, that's enough for you?
Nicholas Anelka.
It was Nicholas Anelka. Great start.
Sorry, boys.
Don't worry, mate.
I'll get a bit buzzer
It's all
trigger
right.
out
There's
there.
always time to pull it back.
Sorry, yeah.
It's 1-0 to the away fans. Let's have another 70 seconds to tell me who this player is. 1 club trophy won. Striker. First English club. Top.
Definitely not pressing the buzzer.
You're going easy now, aren't you, Jim? Played for 4 clubs. 127 Premier League goals scored.
Let the Willy see the Wonka.
Bolton fans.
Darren Bent.
It's not Darren Bent, and you are frozen out of the next clue. Hit it. Let's start the clock again. So he's only played for Tottenham in the Premier League. 127 goals scored. Played 10 seasons in the Premier League. Also played for Bayer Leverkusen.
I know.
Let the Willie see the Wonka.
No, you say it. No, it's not him. It's not, is it? Oh, Dimitar Berbatov, but it's wrong because he played for.
Yeah, sorry, that is wrong. It's not Dimitar Berbatov. So,
Yeah.
Jimmy, the clock's going to start again. You've got a free hit on the last clue.
Nationality here, big one, big one.
Here we go. Let's restart the clock.
1-0.
Come on then, be good to me, Buttercup.
South Korean, come on.
Disgusting!
Son, it's got to be.
It is Son Heung-min. Well done. So the scores after round one. The home team of Ralph, Jimmy and Jason have won. And the Bolton fans are on one. Jason McAteer, welcome to Call Yourself a Fan. You scored an incredible goal against Holland yourself that sent Ireland to the World Cup in 2002. I mean, would you say that was the greatest moment of your career?
If I could go back in time and do a one moment, it would be sticking the ball in the top corner against Holland, yeah. I mean, it was a game, listen, they were just full of superstars. We'd had a good campaign, but we were never meant to win the game. I mean, they came to Lansdowne Road and it was literally how many goals they were going to score and they were going to go on and qualify, but then, you know, we upset the apple cart. We'd also had a man sent off. We were down to 10 men.
Right,
And
even better, isn't it?
yeah, so then I stick one in the top corner. It was funny, really, because that day you two were playing at Slane Castle the night after. It was following on from the game, and they put big screens up at Slane, so they had 100,000 people watching the game. And of course, we win 1-0, and the crowd's going mental. And Bono's actually come out and said it was the best warm-up act they've ever had. So we used to have a physio who had no qualifications or anything. He just used a sponge. He used to run on with a biro and a sponge. But if you were down or you got beat, he'd get everyone up and all that. And if you're away, and he'd be like the soul of the party and that. So anyway, after the game, I was quite emotional. And it was like a big thing. And I went in the toilet just to compose myself. So I'm having a bit of a moment to myself. Anyway, he followed me in. And he said, listen, and he was one for telling lies, right? And he went, he said, listen, he said, I've had Bono on the phone. Red flag straight away, Bono, as if Bono's rang Mick, the physio, right? I said, what's Bono want, Mick? He went, he wants you to go on stage with you two tonight in Slane. I've gone, what? So I thought, yeah, I'll test him here. I went, all right, how's he going to get me to Slane? And he went straight away, he went, he's got a helicopter waiting for you. Right, and I'm thinking, no chance, this ain't true. And then he went to me, he went, oh, and by the way, if you go, he said, you've got to stay in your kit and don't get a shower, right? He wants you to walk out like that, right? And I've gone, this isn't true. I said, listen, tell him I'm on the piss with John Aldridge in Grafton Street. If you want to come for a pint afterwards, you can meet us, right?
Yeah, reversed it.
So anyway, I go out with Aldo and I'm like, we're on it and that. Anyway, I seen this lad, I was out somewhere and this lad comes up to me with his phone. And he's got YouTube on, and he went, he said, you know that goal you scored against Holland? I went, yeah. He said, I was at Slane. And then he gets his phone out, he puts YouTube on, right? And next thing, Bono, right, he's singing. He stops singing. He puts the Irish flag round, and bear in mind, there's 100,000 people, right? And next thing he goes, close your eyes and imagine. And the whole place just, and he goes, it's Jason McAteer. And I'm supposed to walk out at that point. And I'm on the air with Aldo.
So hold on. So Bono thought you were there and you weren't there.
I was supposed to walk out, yeah.
So he's announced you, and you've just not turned up.
Just not turned up.
That's absolutely magnificent. That is fantastic. That is fabulous.
And to make matters worse, right, I had a mad crush on Nelly Furtado, right, and she was supporting him that night. I could have been married to Nelly Furtado.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's good.
Jason, you were out with the Ireland team at the 2002 World Cup, which obviously is infamous for the huge...
And I was out with them, I got them there.
Well, yeah. You were in Saipan when obviously it all kicked off with Roy Keane and Mick McCarthy. But what was your relationship with Roy like going forward after the World Cup?
We didn't speak for like 20 years. We proper went backwards and forwards, like in the media. He'd hammer me, I'd hammer him. Like he'd give me some stick, I'd give him some stick. We had a fight. It was Sunderland, Man United. We had a fight. He ended up getting sent off. His book had just come out as well, and he hammered me in his book.
Really?
Yeah, and then he gave me some on the pitch, and I just told him to shut up and put it in his book. I went like that, put it in your book, like that. I'm like, I'll read about it. And then a minute ago, he's waited on and he's just gone, bosh. Right. Yeah, but Uriah Rennie was standing right next to us, and he's a black belt in karate. And I knew like I was safe, you know, like. so Roy, he got a red card, got sent off. And then we just didn't speak for 20 years. And then about 6 months ago, I was in a cafe where I live with my missus, and he was in there with his family, and I was like, oh God. So I went round the corner, and after about 20 minutes, he got off. And then I went to get the bill, and the girl come over, and she went, he's paid your bill. And I was like, I got that emotional. Like, I thought, like 20 years I've wasted. Like, because he's actually all right, you know. Yeah. He is actually all right, yeah. So I rang Jamie Carragher up. I said, can I have his number? And he went, listen, I better ask him. So I said, all right, yeah. Anyway, about 2 hours later, Carragher rang me back. And he said, Roy said he accepts the thank you. He said, but you can f*** off, you're not having his phone number.
Jason McAteer, everybody. So next up is a round that describes your mate in fantasy football who said, this is my year back in September. It's Dave Gone Missing.
Dave Gone Missing.
Yes, this game sees our sides take it in turns to name all 11 players that are missing from our matchday team sheet. For correctly naming a player, teams score a point, and we keep going until all 11 players are named, or the internet is nice to a referee for once. This week, I thought we would go all the way back to 2004-2005. Just to remind you what happened that season, Chelsea won the league, Liverpool won the Champions League, Arsenal won the FA Cup, and Bolton ended the season in 6th, their highest ever finish. But I don't want you to name a Bolton side from that era because that wouldn't be fair. I want you to name the PFA team of the season from 2004-2005. Bolton fans, you'll go first.
Oh, I'd go for that one. John Terry.
Yes, John Terry was one of the centre halves. Good start.
We know the other centre half, or we think we do. Go on.
Yeah.
Who do you think it is?
Rio.
It's got to be.
Got to be Rio.
It was Rio Ferdinand. Bolton fans, got another shout for us?
You want to go? You can't
Yeah.
Ashley Cole.
Yes, Ashley Cole was the left back. Jim?
Oh, it's won the Champions League. Stephen.
Steven Gerrard was one of the central midfielders.
Should we go with him? Yeah. Frank Lampard.
Of course, Frank Lampard was the other central midfielder.
This, I feel like that's got to be.
100%.
2000, Invincible season.
Would he have been leading goal scorer that season?
Yeah, it's got to be.
It's got to be him, man.
Invincible season. Henri.
It was Thierry Henry, of course.
Leading goal scorer that season.
Should we go there?
Who we got? Bolton fans?
We'll go Petr Cech.
Yes, Petr Cech was in goal.
You were playing 2004-5, weren't you?
Jim?
Would you be in it? Shall I say your name?
Grow up. I think, we think,
I think so. That makes sense, though.
he's in everything else.
know,
Gary Neville.
Yeah.
Yes, Gary Neville was the right back.
He put himself in.
So we've got the two wingers and a striker left.
Should we go with... They'll leave that for now. Should we go with that? Yeah, you can go for Iron Robin.
It's a great shout. Iron Robin was in that team.
I mean, that's a good shout, but really?
He was on fire that season, but I don't know whether he's going to...
Nah, there's no chance. Nah, I don't think so.
Who are you thinking about?
I kind of vaguely remember, like, thinking,
This
how
can't
has
be
he
right.
got in that team?
If you-
Not that he wasn't a good player, but it was just the most random out of all these names. I'm going to go Sean Wright Phillips.
What a shout. It was Sean Wright Phillips.
Wow.
One more to get Bolton fans. It's the other striker.
We'll go Wayne Rooney.
It wasn't Wayne Rooney. It's 5-5 in this round so far. So this is for the win in this round. So what we said, another striker.
Sure.
Andy Johnson was playing in.
He was on fire that season.
That, I know.
He's not going to be him over Van Nistelrooy.
He got a move off the back of that, but I don't know whether it's this season. Andy Johnson.
At Palace, weren't he? But
It's
now we go We go big.
Hold on, wait. What are you shaking? your head?
Nothing. I'm not doing anything, mate. Who are you going for?
I don't mean to be all Darren Brown there, but we said a name there and you got very, very overexcited about it.
Who did we say?
Drogba, Shearer.
We said, I think we said Andy Johnson, and he his pants.
Why would I care about Andy Johnson?
His pants.
Go on then, go for it, AJ then.
Let's go through the strike.
Go AJ then, go AJ then.
very, very
Let's put it on
excited
him,
when he
let's
said
go
that.
AJ.
I think
You're going for Andy Johnson?
It's not. Hold on.
I think we should because I want to play poker against him because I reckon I've spotted you. I reckon I've spotted you get excited about that.
It is! It's AJ! Look at you! It's Andy Johnson! It's Andy Johnson! It's Andy Johnson!
The answer was Andy Johnson! Here's confirmation of the starting 11. In that round, home team, you scored 6, while the Bolton fans, you correctly named 5. Anyway, that was the PFA Team of the Year from 2004-2005, and it was a big year for teams in the Northwest. Liverpool captured their 5th European title, Bolton qualified for Europe, and our very own Jimmy Bullard helped Wigan gain promotion to the Premier League.
Cool shot.
Shout out for Jimmy Bullard. There we go. It always means here.
It's the first time you've talked like highly on the show.
Unbelievable, mate. Right, let's see what that's done to the overall score. Jimmy's team are on 8, and the Bolton fans have 7 points. Welcome to the show, Ralph Little, everybody.
Yeah, Ralphie boy.
Now, Ralph, you're a massive Manchester United fan, and you've seen loads of good times. Obviously, some dodgy ones more of late. What type of fan would you say you are?
Somebody who still enjoys talking about ending Arsenal's unbeaten run. What type of fan would I say I am? Look, I'll be really honest. I'm not somebody who can get to games regularly. I moved to London in 2000. Even me getting to a game now is like being an away fan. And I am a bit like Prawn Sandwich Brigade now. I can't be getting a season ticket, whatever, or if I've got a mate who's going or whatever. So that's all true. But it's really funny being a United fan. I was born in 1980. It's funny being a United fan through the 90s and 2000s and whatever, because I was like, being a football fan's easy. You just turn up and win everything. And now I'm like, oh no, it sucks. Week in, week out. It's really hard work and you never have any idea what's going on. And then your manager gets sacked out of nowhere and you go, what's going on with football? It's strange, isn't it?
Ralph, I mean, you've played in a lot of charity matches throughout your career, and you're a very good footballer yourself. What were some of your favourite moments?
One of my favourite moments of my entire footballing career, for want of a better word, is just before we came on here. I'm definitely telling her, I'm grassing you up. He goes, so I can't remember exactly what Jimmy said, but he was going, oh, you know, do people ever like try and leave one on you when you used to play? And Macca just jumps in, he's like, oh, he can play. He can play. And I was like,
because you fancied yourself as a player, didn't you? Let's have it right.
I don't think I was a player as in like, I'm not somebody who sits here going, I could have done what you guys did.
No, I know that.
But I could. I don't think that was a joke. I think that was just nice.
You see the arm?
I know, yes.
No, I know that. It's a little tactile arm.
No, but I could play a bit. I could kick a ball. I was half decent. And I tell you what, I think that when I used to turn up to games with you guys and the ex-pros or whatever, I'd like to think that the ex-pros were a bit like, not he's one of us, but it's like, we can give him the ball and he's not going to embarrass us.
You're dead right.
That's really...
You're dead right.
That's what I used to
you was tidy. Yeah, he was good. But there's levels.
Throw 60,000 people in the mix,
Yeah,
though.
then a few boos.
I played against you in front of 60,000 people. I had you in pockets. You don't even remember it.
Soccer Aid.
2005 at Anfield, Legends game. You
That was a Legends game. It was Soccer Aid.
Then why were you in my pocket then?
I tell you what, I can't.
Absolute stinker.
Hold on a minute.
Right,
It's a
boys,
bit
we're
different.
together.
It's a bit different when you're playing against Iran in front of 120,000 people who want to kill you, right? In a World Cup playoff game.
So what you're
It's
saying
like-
is, because it was a charity game, you thought, I'll deliberately be
Yeah.
just to make Ralph look better.
This is good.
What do you mean? You had me in your pocket. I scored 2 that day.
Yeah, I know, but I was getting...
Yeah.
I think I'd been subbed off, actually.
Well, I mean,
roll on, roll
yeah,
off.
roll off, yeah.
But even without playing professionally, you've played like with and against some of your heroes.
This is what I mean. I've had some of the most extraordinary experiences. If I'd have been a professional footballer, say at Accrington Stanley or a club of that size, I would never have had the experiences I've been lucky to have. I've played against some of the greatest names that have ever played the game, and these two. But I did play a night game, Celtic Legends against United Legends. I got asked if I'd play for United Legends. I was like, yeah, amazing. Me and Roy Keane in central midfield. Now, Roy Keane was always my hero as a player because I've been told by ex-pros, they're like, I've never heard anyone coat their own team off as much as you do, Ralph. And it's not really a nice trait to have. But I'm always like, well, it's good enough for Roy Keane. He demands the best. And it's like, yeah, Roy Keane's the captain of Manchester United. This is a kick around with some actors on a Tuesday night. Chill out. And I'm like, whatever. Like, so I've had to try and calm down because I'm too competitive on the pitch. Anyway, long story short, me and Roy Keane were playing, and dare I say, we're getting something approaching a party. You can trust me a little bit with the ball. Okay, great. I'm keeping it simple. I get the ball, look inside, I'm being pressured. I knock a ball 10 yards inside to Roy Keane. It catches the only bobble on the whole of Celtic Park, it was a carpet. And the pitch is slick and beautiful.
Banging.
Yeah. It caught this bobble, and he miscontrolled it, and it went over his foot. And I went, hell, Roy! Darling, mate, that is unlucky, though, next time. Do you know what I mean? Unlucky, son. So, yeah, that's my Roy Keane story.
Ralph Little, everybody!
Love it, Ralph.
Now, when it comes to football, there are the big questions, and then there are the ones Neil Doorknock asks. This week, he's been finding out all about football fashion. Take it away, Neil.
What do you mean, what side do I wear? It just sort of dangles down the middle. Suits, a vastly underrated American legal drama that ran for an impressive 9 seasons, but also the lifeblood of any modern manager who wishes to be taken seriously. Now, my dad, Neil Doorknock Sr., would always say to me, Neil, you march in there, you look them in the eye, and if you're wearing a good enough suit, they'll have no choice but to give you the job. And he was right. I did my paper round for an impressive 11 years. It turned me from a paper boy into a paper man. But in this modern world of turtlenecks, roll necks, jumpsuits, does it really matter what a manager wears in their technical area? Or indeed on the pitch, if you're Mikel Arteta?
So for the full suit and shoes, it'll be 2,300.
Oh, crikey. Could you send me an invoice for that? Would that be okay?
Yeah, what's the name and company name?
Company name is Call Yourself a Fan. And the person who'll be paying, their name is Alan Brooker. Brooker, B-R-R-O-K-A-R-R.
Alan Brooker.
That's it. Right. Yeah. And now for your question. Which famous tracksuit manager said the following quote? If you see me in a suit, I'm at a funeral, and it might be yours.
Thank you, Neil, for another spellbinding report. So, we'll start with Neil's question. Which famous tracksuit manager said the following quote? If you see me in a suit, I'm at a funeral, and it might be yours. Answers on your whiteboards, please. Yes. You got an answer there, Jim?
Absolutely.
OK, then. Home team, what have you got?
We've gone with Cloughie.
Gone for Brian Clough. And away fans, who have you gone
Equaliser.
for? You've also gone for Brian Clough. Well, I can tell you the answer is Tony Pulis. Oh. Here's your second question. Staying with suits, Jason, you were part of the Spice Boys at Liverpool in 1996.
Brilliant era.
8 years later, David James reunited with Robbie Fowler and Steve McManaman at Manchester City. But what I want to know is, what 2-word phrase did David James use to describe them as a trio?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Say the first thing that comes into your mind.
I'm thinking 3 people. I don't know.
So, what have you gone for? Home team, what you got for me, Jim?
I don't know, but I'm going to go Old Spice.
You've gone for Old Spice.
Oh, we can't change it.
Oh, no.
Donny's pen.
No.
Putting the old pen back.
I'm I'm going to be
We have a
honest.
bar on that.
I'm going to be honest with you, Bolton fans. I saw what you had originally.
Right, and it was one word, weren't it?
Yeah, it was one word.
And that's
It says it's 2 words,
innit?
innit?
So we crossed it off because
It says 2. It's what 2 words you used.
Yeah, I did say that, but you had written down one word when I started it. What 2 words are you going to go for?
Hold on. He wrote down one word.
You got to be fair.
not
Bolton
right.
fans, what have you gone for?
we went with Hanson originally.
Yeah,
so
you
we
went with
just changed it to
Hanson.
Hanson boys. Which
You've
is
gone for Hanson boys, which makes less sense than the first
Shocking. You
one.
got
You've
that.
gone for Hanson boys. I'm not against. It's slightly odd. Well, I can tell you the answer is Old Spice.
Hey,
Acker.
that's the 2025 answer.
Okay.
Handsome boys.
This is your third and final question. How much would it cost to buy Gareth Southgate's classic 3-piece suit and tie worn at the 2018 Russia World Cup from M&S?
Is that where we got it from?
Yeah, that's where he got it from.
that an
There it
M&S
is.
number, yeah?
Here's a photo of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
this is
who's
this
closest wins.
Yeah. So it's answers on your whiteboard. Nearest wins the point. Jimmy, you're itemising it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not an invoice.
That doesn't add up to that.
No, that.
No, I know.
I was just thinking.
You did it.
Do you know what? I went here just to give us a...
VAT.
No.
So that doesn't add up to that, and then you've just pulled this out.
No,
of
yeah.
nowhere.
Do you know why I went here? Just in case it's IN, because they do an autograph end.
You'd like to think that it was an autograph.
So when I finished,
In
take
2018.
it back. Yeah, they've done an auto. That's the autograph version, and I think because he's the
it
gaffer.
the autograph
He's the gaffer.
version?
He's the England
It's
gaffer. He can
just-
have an autograph version.
This is the token.
It's just a suit. Go on then.
385 slabs.
You've gone for £385.
385 quid. Do not change your answer, you little rat bags.
Bolton fans, what have you gone for?
240
You've
quid.
gone for £240. Well, I can tell you the answer is £290. Bolton fans, you win the point.
We literally added it all up. You were 10 quid off when we added it all up.
Are you joking?
Yeah, we had
You were 10 quid off when you added it all up.
Yeah.
He's
And then you
literally
just went-
itemised
and
the
then changed the
jacket
number.
120, trousers 80.
And then Ralph went autograph, who went up again.
He's...
Anyway,
After that round, the
Thank you.
scores are Jimmy's team are on 8 and the Bolton fans have 7 points.
but we're still winning. We're all right.
Before we crack on with the Call Yourself a Fan question of the week, don't forget to like and subscribe, because if you do, Jimmy said he will record a personalised voicemail greeting calling you the gaffer. That is lovely, Jim. Thank you for
Absolutely.
that. Right, last week I asked our Call Yourself a Fan audience this question. Which 2 English clubs in the top 4 leagues are the only sides whose names do not contain the geographical location of the team? Any ideas in the studio? There's no points on offer, just do you know?
Port Vale's one.
It's just for fun. Port Vale is one. And who's the other one?
Everton.
Everton's part of Liverpool.
Yeah,
the other one was the Arsenal.
Arsenal
No,
isn't
there's-
in Arsenal.
No, it's not. It's in Islington.
So there's no points on that.
No, there's no points on offer. It's
There's
just
a tube station called Arsenal.
it wasn't a lot of fun. I hope you had more fun playing it at home. Anyway, this week's question is, who was the first player to score a hat-trick in the Premier League? Answers in the comments below, and if you've got any brilliant football quiz questions, stick them in the comments, and you never know, we may ask them on the show and give you a shout-out. Right, next up, the round inspired by transfers, where undisclosed fee usually means don't ask. It's transfer in, transfer out, transfer shake it all about. Yes, each team will get 4 transfers from a particular year, and all they have to do is guess the player who made that move. There's 1 point on offer per correct answer. OK, Ralph, Jimmy and Jason, you're up first. Here are your 4 transfers. So we've got 1991, Crystal Palace to the Arsenal, 2002, Real Madrid to Bolton Wanderers, 2018, Leicester City to Manchester City, and 2023, Bayern Munich to Liverpool. Have a think, I'll come back to you for the answers in a minute, but in the meantime, Bolton Wanderers fans, Nathan, Colin and Dan, welcome to the show. So, Nathan, I've got to ask you, what's better, winning a trophy at Wembley, a last-minute winner, or beating your mate's team?
Yeah, I'd probably go for the third option there.
Yeah.
So I used to have a season ticket at Charlton, which I know will probably get a few eyes rolled. But when I lived in London, so me and my mate used to go every week. He's a big Charlton fan. And then when Bolton played them, I was just sat in the away end, not going to sit in the home end. And we made a deal that every time one of us would score, we'd run to the front so we could, see each other. Charlton went 1-0 up, I think 4 or 5 minutes in. So obviously you can see him come running down, loving life. And I thought it was going to be, one of them evenings. And then thankfully we went on to spank them 4-1. So every time on YouTube you can see just me in my yellow shirt pop out and run down to the front. So that was probably one of the best experiences I've ever had.
Dan, what's the funniest thing that you've ever seen happen at a Bolton game?
So in the Premier League era, I took a friend of mine to the game with me who was a Blackburn fan. He was in the area, he wanted to come and watch. And we used to have a goalkeeping coach called Fred Barber who used to absolutely rifle our volleys at the goalkeeper to warm him up before the game, and he could really ping them. And we were having a conversation just looking at each other prior to that, and I just heard this whoosh, and it was like an Exocet missile or something flying past my head, and it slapped against my mate's cheek and bounced off. And all the fans around, they got a bit of a giggle over it, and he had a nice red mark imprinted, and I don't think he'll forget his first, maybe last Bolton game that he
And Colin, what's your most surreal kind of football meets real life moment? Like, I heard there's time when you bumped into one of your heroes somewhere completely ordinary.
Well, yeah, I mean, back in 2003, 4, that kind of time, I just left school and started college and got a part-time job at Tesco. I'd just finished putting the frozen food in the fridge and happened to look up, and Fernando Hierro, obviously former Real Madrid centre-half, stood next to me, rummaging through the peas and trying to get the vegetables out. And I was just like, I was playing on FIFA with him like last week, and there he just stood next to me, and I was just kind of really surreal moment.
Loves his peas, doesn't he, Hierro?
Likes his peas, yeah. And he was very grateful of me helping him with his bird's eye. I know there are other peas available.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. The Bolton fans, Nathan, Colin and Dan. Right then, 1991, Crystal Palace to the Arsenal.
Go on, boys. We went righty.
Righty.
Yes, of course it was. Ian Wright, great start. 2002, Real Madrid to Bolton Wanderers.
Now this one, Campo obviously come up first.
Yep.
And then big man over there.
Yeah, we didn't even think about it.
Give us the air up.
Yeah.
And it was a sign.
He shouldn't have said that. That's a swerve ball because he wants us to go here. Go Campo.
Yeah.
It's Campo.
The answer is...
All day.
Ivan Campo!
Yes! Unlucky, sir!
You can both come to play poker. You can both come.
2018, Leicester to Manchester City.
Riyad Mahrez.
It was Riyad Mahrez. 3 from 3. For the full house, 2023, Bayern Munich to Liverpool.
This was you. I wouldn't have got this. He got it.
Gravenberch.
It was Ryan Gravenberch. Well done. Yes. Home team, you scored 4 out of 4.
Well done, boys.
That is a hell of a round.
I don't think we've had a 4.
Right then. Bolton fans, here's your 4 transfers. 1996, Mould FK to Manchester United. 2009, Bolton to Newcastle United. 2016, Roma to Liverpool. And 2023, Wolverhampton Wanderers to Manchester City. Have a think. I'll be back for the answers shortly. So, Joseph, obviously, we've had a lot of great stories from you. You'll know, like Jimmy said, you've got some of the best stories of anyone in football. So I thought we'd use this chance to tell you, for you to tell us a few more. Yeah. And tell us about the time you applied for a credit card.
Oh, that was brilliant, that. Like, so I was getting loads of stick off the lads. And my mum wouldn't let me have a credit card because we were poor when we grew up, and she used to think I was going to get into debt. So she kept putting me off a credit card, and every time we went out with like Jamie and all that, they'd all use these credit cards, and I thought, I need to get one. Right, so I didn't tell my mum, right, so I went into the bank and I got the application form, and we were playing away in London. So on the Friday afternoon, we were going down on the coach, and I thought, I'll fill this credit card application in, I'll do it all on my own. I'll get the credit card, and all the lads will think I'm dead clever, right? So anyway, I opened the application, and it says, the questions were quite easy, to be honest, and they progressively got harder. And the first question was like name, not a problem. And then it went company name. So I put Liverpool Football Club, right? And then the next question was, what position do you hold in the company? And we'd just gone from right back to wing back, right? So I was proper struggling with the answer. So I put right back / wing back. And I sent the application off. Anyway, 2 weeks later, I got the credit card.
Oh, that's so good.
It's so funny how many stories I know about you. Didn't you famously once get starstruck meeting Jimmy White?
I'm trying to be taken really seriously at the minute, like, and I'm still telling these stories.
Good though, isn't they?
We had a night out in Ireland, and there was a nightclub that we used to get looked after, right? So we went, and Jimmy White was in there with Ronnie Wood.
Yeah.
And the two of them were smashed. They were buckled, right, like the letter S.
Yeah.
Right, and I love Jimmy White. Gary Breen was with us, right, and Shay Given. And I've gone to Shay. I've gone, there's Jimmy White over there. And he's like, you got to say hello. And I'm like, nah, just leave him. Anyway, he got up, and the two of them staggered right past us, right? And Gary Breen went, you might never see him again, right? You got to say hello. And I went, Jimmy, just as he got to the door. And as he turned around, right, he's looked at me, and I thought, and I've just gone, 180! Seriously.
Right then, Bolton fans, what have you got for me? 1996, Mulder to Manchester United.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
It was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, great start. 2009, Bolton to Newcastle.
Nolan.
It was Kevin Nolan. For the hat-trick, 2016, Roma to Liverpool.
Mohamed Salah.
It was Mo Salah, well done. And for the full house, 2023, Wolves to Manchester City.
Nunes.
It was Matheus Nunes, well done. You scored 4 out of 4. Right then, after that round, the scores are Jimmy's team are on 12 and the Bolton fans have 11 points.
There you go.
Now it's time for our final round, which is basically stoppage time in quiz form. 90 seconds added on the clock, please. It's Last Gasp winner.
Last Gasp winner.
Yes, it's a classic quick-fire round to see who takes home the Call Yourself a Fan bragging rights for this week. Jimmy's team, you're going to go first as you're in the lead, and your 90 seconds will start when you hear the referee's whistle. Which League One club are nicknamed the Tangerines?
Blackpool.
Correct. Who played more games for Chelsea, Kevin De Bruyne or Mo Salah?
De Bruyne.
It was Mo Salah. In which city did Liverpool win the 2005 Champions League final?
Istanbul.
Correct. How many lions are on the England football badge?
3.
Correct. Which Fulham player is the only Mexican in the Premier League?
Oh.
You can pass if you don't know it.
Pass.
It's Raul Jimenez. True or false? James Milner holds a record for the most assists.
True.
In the Champions League. It's true. It's true. Which retired footballer who previously played for Manchester United has the most Premier League appearances of any Scottish player?
Scottish player is Fletcher.
Correct. How many World Cup finals have England played in?
I'd say 5.
1. Oh. Which team has won 9 English top division titles but has never won the Premier League? Pass if you don't know.
Pass.
Everton. What was the name of West Ham United's previous stadium before they moved to the
Upton
London?
Park Bowling Ground.
Correct. Which club has played in a record 22 FA Cup finals?
Arsenal.
Manchester United. The first ever international football match saw England play which other home nation?
Scotland.
Correct. Which Manchester United player has the nickname The Butcher? Pass if you don't know.
Keane.
Lisandro Martinez. What city is the home of Italian team Fiorentina?
Florence.
Correct. Which Tottenham player is known for his darts fan celebration when he scores?
Madison.
Correct. Woo. Well done, home team. You scored 9 points. Away team, Bolton fans, 90 seconds of questions are coming your way now. Kevin Nolan is the current manager of which English club? Correct. How many World Cups did Pele play in?
4.
Correct. Chelsea owner Todd Boehly also owns which French club?
Strasbourg.
Correct. True or false? Antoine Griezmann has won at least one La Liga title.
False.
Correct. Which national team are nicknamed the Reggae Boys?
Jamaica.
Which one?
Jamaica.
Correct. Who is Bolton's all-time top scorer with 285 goals?
Nat Loftus.
Correct. Which League One team has a sailing ship on its badge? Pass if you don't know it.
Plymouth.
Correct. Who was the first foreign manager to win the Premier League?
Arsene Wenger.
Correct. Whose stadium has a larger capacity, Wigan Athletic or Bolton Wanderers?
Bolton Wanderers.
Correct. How many Ballon d'Ors has Lionel Messi won?
8.
Correct. Which club are nicknamed the Posh?
Peterborough.
Correct. Who is Bolton's all-time most expensive signing?
Johan Almanda.
Correct. Harvey Elliott is currently on loan at which Premier League club?
Villa.
Correct. Having only been in charge for one match, who has the shortest reign ever as England manager?
Sam Allardyce.
Correct. Which Italian club lost both the 2023 and 2025 Champions League finals?
Inter.
Correct. Who is the current manager of the German national team?
Julian Nagelsmann.
That's it.
It is Julian Nagelsmann. Congratulations, Bolton fans. You scored 16 points. So, as the final whistle sounds, here are the scores. The home team of Ralph, Jimmy and Jason scored 21 points. And the Bolton Wanderers fans, Nathan, Colin and Dan, chalked up 27. So, Bolton fans, you are the winners.
Unlucky. Loved it, though. Loved it. One of my best ones, that one.
Well done to our winners. Jimmy's agreed to give you all a piggyback home. That feels unnecessary, Jim. That's lovely of it.
Not the big one.
A big thank you to Jason McAteer, Ralph Little and Jimmy Bullard. And to the Bolton Wanderers fans, Nathan, Colin and Dan.
Well done, boys.
Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, as well as give us your answer to the Call Yourself a Fan question of the week in the comments below. Have a great weekend wherever you're watching your team. We'll see you next week.